first interview on Nduna We Nombe agricultural page. As you guys know, my name is Mitchell Mutumba Simata, aka the headman of cattle. I have Miss Eliphas with me today, who is a lady in agriculture, a prominent lady in agriculture. She's doing big things for herself. You guys should check her out on Facebook and actually see what she's been doing. So, Miss Eliphas, let's get into it without wasting any time. How have you found the agricultural journey, being a woman? How have you found it? Has it been easy or has it been difficult? So the floor is yours, ma'am.
Farming to me, it's I should not say it's easy or neither it's difficult, but it's a journey where you find some things it will go well, some things you have to struggle to get there. Mm-hmm. So it's not an easy or difficult journey to undertake, but as long as you love what you are doing, then everything, and no matter you encounter something, mm-hmm. You'll be fine.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So, when you started your agricultural journey, was it easy? Because I know many young people always complain about getting land and resettlement or buying a farm or getting loans. How did you find the financing to actually start your agricultural business?
Actually, I got a resettlement farm. That was in 2015. Mm-hmm. And then I have made use of the loan that Agribank has used. Normally, once you get a unit, you automatically qualified to get 200,000.
Okay.
So I applied for a loan, and then that is what I had used to buy my starting capital and also to install borehole, mm-hmm. the farm, because when I get there was no water, so the first thing is to install a borehole, mm-hmm. and then buy some few cattle and few goat and sheep.
So what cattle breed are you farming with there on the farm, if I may ask?
Yeah, I'm actually a small farmer, but commercial one, not stud.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So they're performing well. You're farming in the south, am I right?
Yes, I'm farming in the south between Maldahe and Harder, but they are performing well. They're covering those percentage, and I'd say it's almost 90%.
That's good. So, Ms. Eliphas, how did you overcome the water infrastructure? Because we saw an article last year or 2 years ago where one person gave up his resettlement farm because they had water infrastructure issues on their farm. But you said you fixed yours. So how did you go about the journey? What exactly did you do to actually get the water infrastructure proper?
When I took over my unit, there were no water. Mm-hmm. Also, the borehole is there, but I found the 4 boreholes. Mm-hmm. One is not installed. The other 3, they are installed, but the windmill are broken. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what I did when I applied for a loan, I have used some part of that loan to install a solar pump. Mm-hmm. So that is the only solar pump that I'm using for the whole farm. I only had that solar pump for I think from 2015 up to 2021, where I installed a solar pump on another borehole. Mm-hmm. So it's even though if you don't have water but the borehole is there is that fund. You just have to divide that loan, that portion of my loan, how you will use it to, because firstly you need water.
Yes.
And you can't do anything if you don't have water.
Very much. So, Ms. Eliphas, are you just focused in the livestock, cattle? As you said, you farm some cattle and you also farm some goats. Are you also doing some horticulture probably? And how has that journey been, if you are?
Yeah, I should say I'm into integrated or mixed farming. I have livestock, cattle, but smaller. I have small stock, that is goats and sheep. I have horticulture. I'm mostly planting tomato, spinach, leaf crops, and sometimes maize. I'm also into poultry, broiler, and layers.
Oh, that's a beautiful business you have there. You really are the statement mixed agriculture. So let's really touch on the horticulture side because I know many young people are actually interested in getting into horticulture. What has the journey been there? What has been the challenges? Because I know many say we struggle to get into the value chain. We can't get our produces into the shops. So sometimes we have to sell them on the side of the road. But what has your journey been? How has that journey gone for you?
Yeah, for me, I am staying at the south, and it's a bit a challenge wherever selling the veggies here is a challenge. But what I did is I'm more planting spinach, tomalia, red, and so I'm not selling to the bigger shops. I'm selling to individuals. So when I harvest on Sunday, I always go to the farm over the weekend, bring the veggie, and then I got someone who will be selling for me around. That's just how I'm selling for now. But I'm busy talking to the shops so that they can be able to supply the spinach, tomatoes, and also selling tomato to these people who are, I should say, who are selling in the street. Yeah, that's how I will be my supplier. I mean, I'll be supplying to them.
Okay. Now, Miss Eliphas, how are you containing the locust outbreak that was rampant last year? I heard it was in the north and also in parts of the south. I do not know if your farm had received any, but they were causing farmers, particularly the horticulture farmers, they were giving them headaches. So how did you combat them if you were exposed to them?
Yeah, luckily enough, we didn't experience that at our farm. And also my horticulture portion is under the shade net.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good.
so it's because the nature of our region is very hot, so at least under the shade net you minimize the heat and the evaporation.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, just to also reduce because of water and so on, you can at least manage.
Now, how many hectares are you cultivating currently? Is it a huge portion or it's a small or medium portion?
No, it's 1,000 square meters under the shade net. And during the rain season, it's a half a hectare where I'm planting maize. I should not say half a hectare. I think it's a quarter of a hectare. Yeah, that's where during the rain season I plant maize.
Okay. Now, Miss Eliphas, I know some people have this crazy idea that when I obtain a resettlement farm, beside the bank loan I'm going to get some government assistance. Have you received any government assistance thus far with your farming endeavors, or it has been your own journey that you have taken?
Government assistance, maybe I don't know what you mean by government assistance, but for when I took over the farm, the Minister of Land came to tell that they make it away from me that you qualify for a 200,000 loan from Agribank. So I applied that for 200,000, and then I used I think it was 34,000 to install a borehole. And then I used 110 because I used to buy the livestock. I started only with 15. So when you get a resettlement farm or whenever you're applying for a farm, you should not apply for status. You should apply because you have love in agriculture. You would like to farm. You would like to be a food producer.
Yeah.
So whatever government assistance I got, I can't remember getting any government assistance apart from the Agribank loan. And then from there, I bought some of the livestock as they keep giving birth, and then I sold the maize. Also buy some which I got a seasonal loan from FNB. But I think that also helped me to exit because it's that 200,000 in farming is less.
Yeah.
But it's a good start.
Yeah. It's very true. It's very
it's
true.
A good start. It will push you to start, and then as time goes on, you plow back what you get.
Yep, very true. Now, Ms. Eliphas, that was your successes in the journey you took. Let's talk about the challenges, because I know many times when such interviews are hosted, we never speak of the fights we had to fight to get to where we are, because I know you've been doing it for a while. I'm sure now it's getting easy, but it was challenging at the beginning. So what challenges did you experience when, after you have obtained your farm, after you had gotten the loan, and now you're trying to start your business, in particular in this case? Because I know I did ask you, how did you find the journey as a woman in agriculture, and you just said, no. I'm not a woman in agriculture. I'm just a farmer. So, but what were the challenges you experienced when you had gotten into this agricultural business? Just to inform the young people that probably want to follow your example.
Yeah, the challenge that I had encounter, I think for the first 2-3 years, it was workers. Me being a woman, it was challenging because sometimes I got a water hose that slaughtering and killing my goats. I think we sold about 13 goats and around 10 sheep. And then he came and slaughtered also a cattle. That was the challenge with farm workers. And then another challenge in 2019, I lost a lot of most of due to off. Because when I went to the farm, it was too late. The farm worker didn't tell me that we were experiencing this type of disease. So now it's a recurring disease, but if I'm saying now, like last year, I only lost, I think, 2 to this disease. So you are new, sometimes you tend to encounter the things late. Or you were not told by the farm worker because I don't say the farm full-time and a full-time employee. Yeah, and another challenge, I should say, it was just drought that we didn't receive enough rain, 2018, 19, and 2017. Those 3 years, it was a discussion.
Yeah.
Because I had all my cattle and made it, not all, but I think I sold most of them, and then only left with 15. And it was a challenge because you were starting, and then what you were doing, you were just plowing the bed, you were just investing what you were getting. It was really a tough year, but we thank God in 2020 we got a good rain, and 2021 was also good, and this year is still fine.
How many cattle? How many cattle did you lose again to the drought?
Luckily enough, I didn't lose any because when I had seen the drought, it was really rain. It was not coming. I said, let me sell my cattle. Though the price we get last time, 2019, it was just a giveaway.
Okay. Now, Miss Eliphas, as we're rounding up, because I'm sure you're a busy lady, I don't want to keep you too long here. As we're rounding up, ma'am, firstly, what advice would you give young people, a young lady out there, a young man out there who's trying to probably establish a farming business? What advice would you give them on how they can go about that? And then I'll ask the second question after you answer this one first.
Okay. What I will give advice to anybody who would love to engage or to venture into farming, go there with love. Go there with slow. If don't take a loan to while you don't know what you are doing, because farming, nobody is perfect in farming. It's a journey that you learn every day. You may encounter something new. You may encounter something that it will stress you up. But go there with love. Go there with say, Amy, why do you want to farm? Why do you want to farm? Are you farming for status? Are you farming for economical reasons? Or you're just farming because your family has been farming? So you should farm with love. You should farm with to aid to the economy of our country, to also to reduce employment. Because you should be an employer anyway. So in actual sense, you should do it with love so that you can succeed. Otherwise, if you just do it because a lady is doing it 2-3 years, you'll be out of money.
Okay, that's true. Now, Miss Eliphas, the last question that I have for you is, what would you love to live in the Namibian agriculture, or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in your farming endeavors? Where are you planning to expand? Did you sign that contract, or you're going bigger and better? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in your agricultural journey?
What I see myself, I see myself as in a resettlement farm from a I'm a commercial farmer, but I'm still sitting on the resettlement unit. So I want to upgrade myself and then be exemplary to other resettlement people who got farms and then start complaining the farms is what, there's no one. So that I want to see myself there, and that's why I say, let me do a mixed farming, so that I can able when this drought come and so on, the certain region mostly that was affected by drought because of the nature of the region.
Okay.
Let me go into mixed farming whereby even though the farming, the cattle, because obviously in the start you can't keep them of cattle.
Okay. Yeah.
Even if you are sheep and goat, you should balance the situation.
Yeah.
Then I said, let me also come up with poultry, whereby poultry doesn't need the grazing land, just need the unit and then I'll feed them from there.
All right, that's very true. So you want to be a successful resettlement farm, one of the golden children of resettlement who did good. That's very good. Now, Miss Eliphas, thank you very much for taking time from your busy schedule to come and talk to me here on Nduna We Nombe. I will be uploading this video on YouTube, and I hope it will encourage the next generation of farmers who want to come into the business. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr.
Bye.